Are there any particular authors who you would say have been role models for you?
Yes. And that answer has changed over time, but one author who's kind of stuck with me is the late Madeline L'Engle, who was a novelist. She wrote some beautiful essays too. But there was something she said somewhere, and I've never been able to find it, where she talks about how there was a lot of pressure for her in her generation. This was before she would have been considered a stay-at-home mom. She would have been considered a homemaker. And so her job would have been to make her home. And so the pressure on those women when those kids went out the door to school to be making their home all day. And then when the kids came home and the husband came home, dinner was ready, the house was pristine, you had made this home for them to come home to. And she was like, heck no, I'm a writer. The kids go off to school, I am writing. And then when they come home, they help me with the chores and help me get dinner on. And sometimes, it's not, we're not doing some big fancy meal. And that was her recollections of when her children were young and she was writing. And I was so I don't know why. I even read that before I had kids, but I found that really powerful and really helpful. Another one is C.S. Lewis, who we think of him as being really secluded in his pristine Oxford existence, unbothered by the world and its demands. That's actually not true at all. He had a pretty busy, chaotic household with some pretty demanding household members, including a brother who was an alcoholic. And so he was constantly interrupted. And if you can imagine his output, like the kinds of things he produced in the course of his life with constant interruptions, how he managed to get back in that vivid dream to keep writing his fiction, it's just astounding to me. Or his theology, which is sustained argument over many, many, many pages, and to get right back into that with a dip. And I mean, he had a quill and he would, so it's not like he's typing. I find that astounding.
Not to mention that part of it was during World War II.
Yeah, right. And households of kids that were from London, who were there as guests. Yeah, it was amazing to me.
That's pretty crazy.